Alright lads, so here we are for episode number 28 of the F1 2014 Career Mode Championship. This time we're in Germany, and this should be one of our better tracks this season before we head into the middle part of this season. So here we are, we're starting with a brand new power unit for this race. I feel like there's a, high importance of straight line speed, so I'm going to make the most of a fresh power unit in this round, and then revert to probably the oldest power unit in the next round in Hungary. So here we are, this is qualifying 3, just going out and trying to set a bank of time on a set of super soft tyres this weekend. We're on the super soft, so another reason for us to flourish, because I do feel like we are, well, me personally, I feel like I'm a little bit faster on the softer compound tyres compared to like the harder compound tyres. So that's the plan, trying to at least get in the top 3 for this qualifying session so far. Coming up to the line, putting it up into fast as well. We'll see where we end up in our first lap here. It's a 1 minute 16.7, and I think that's a pretty damn good lap time as we just cool it down, bring it back to the pits. As you can see, fast forwarding to the end of the session, we are still provisionally on pole position, only by a 10th though, so I thought I'd go out and try another run. But as you can see, the rain is now coming down at the end of the session here. There was 0% chance of rain for qualifying, so I'm a little bit bamboozled as to why the rain has come down now, but we can't really do too much about that. It's cost us 2/10 here through the middle sector, just due to the track conditions or the track temperature sort of diminishing now, and the optimum probably lap time is probably past now. But we're going to try and do our best to maybe improve our time if we can. We're still going to get pole anyway, but we can't improve. We're about 3/10 off that 16.7 we did there. So pole position for the German Grand Prix. We've got the 2 Mercedes cars starting right behind us, so as always, they'll be putting on a bit of pressure in the race. So we'll need to make sure we get off to a decent start, try and minimize the tyre wear, and get to that first pit stop without any troubles. So here we go. As you can see, I thought I'd include this transition here. It says that Mclaren have improved our car. We did do some R&D upgrades in Friday practice. We got some rear downforce updates, so a 5% increase in downforce, so that could help as we go into Spa and some of the high downforce tracks like Singapore, Suzuka, and others. So we won't really see too much benefit at this round. I think it takes about 2 or 3 rounds for it to kick in, so we'll see what happens. But here we are for the race. 46% chance of rain to occur during this race, but we are starting on dry tyres. That's the crucial thing. So yeah, by that logic, I think there's a bit of a theory that I think Xmatic G says if there's whatever percent chance of rain it is, that's how long it's going to rain for the race. So effectively, for 46% of this race, it's going to be raining. Strategy, options, primes. So 3 stops there. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe the tyre wear is pretty harsh around this track, so we'll need to watch out for that. Hopefully try and build a lead in the dry, because I don't think we're going to have the pace in the wet. Wish me luck. Alright, so here we are on the grid of the German Grand Prix. It's our engine supplier's home race. Hopefully we can get a win and improve our team bosses here. And away we go here in Germany. Looks like the start has been pretty damn average. Look at the wheel spin and the tyre temperatures absolutely exploding off the start. We've been jumped by the 2 Mercedes as Hamilton breaks early into turn 1. That's cost us a bit of time, as we can see a Force India trying to go up our inside. And now it's very clustered now as we head into turn 2. We take second place once again, so we got off pretty well there in not losing too many positions. The Force India has dropped back quite a bit, but now Nico Rosberg, he's going to go on the attack on the back straight here, trying to use the slipstream. He's going to try and edge it up the inside into the hairpin, but this McLaren just has enough straight line speed to cover off Nico Rosberg at the moment. Lewis Hamilton leads by about a second at the moment. We're going to try and make some inroads on him if we can. Here's a replay of the start there, and look at how clustered this field is coming into turn 2. I didn't even know that Fernando Alonso was on my right here, and you know, got squeezed out by Rosberg, and then I moved over to the right to give him space. But in doing that, I sort of turned into the path of Alonso there. So very, very lucky to get away with not having a massive first corner pile up there. So we've escaped. Even though we had realistic damage there, we managed to escape without too much, or with any damage. So here we go. Lewis Hamilton has just pulled into the pits here at the end of lap 1. What's happened? Does he have a penalty? Does he have some kind of mechanical problem? I'm not too sure. I'm thinking he's got a penalty for some reason. Maybe for that first corner incident. Maybe going too slow into the first corner. That's given him a drive-through. That is actually very harsh. But I'm not going to complain here. Lap 4, we can see that's Nico Hülkenberg now taking the lead of the German Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel follows him through as well. So the two Germans are looking to impress here at their home race. And Hülkenberg in a Force India has taken the lead of the Grand Prix. Look at the tyre wear there. That is absolutely horrendous. Only 4 laps into this Grand Prix, and those tyres are wrecked. So no wonder we can't stretch out the lead, and Force India has passed us here. We just don't have the tyre wear to compete with the cars behind us. And now in the next lap, I think it is, we can see Sergio Perez is on the back of us. There's a nasty little train there, and I'll be looking to at least keep them behind for as long as I can. Hamilton in clean air, setting the fastest lap of the race here on an 18.3. But Perez has jumped us. We managed to keep Vettel behind for now. It's only going to be a matter of time now before I think he overtakes us now. And coming into the stadium section now, Vettel has taken us around the outside, so definitely the tyres have seen better days now. We need to come in for a new set of tyres, possibly go into the prime tyres here, because these option tyres are absolutely worthless right now. They're not giving me any kind of performance. They're going off so quickly, so I thought now's the time to come in. New set of tyres. We're just a sitting duck at the moment. We're just training up the cars behind us, so why not go on the attack and put on a set of prime tyres? We know the rain is coming down later anyway, so it might help us here to go on a bit of a different strategy here. So thought I'd try it. Hopefully we can get back on the pace once again. And I think we're going to rejoin in around 17th or 18th place. So we might be around the sort of position of Hamilton possibly, but rejoining on the track, we just get out in front of a Sauber there, and that's us up in a P15 now. So next up is Jules Bianchi. I believe he's coming into the pits now. As you can see, a few more cars in the pits as well. So we'll see if this undercut has worked. I hope it has. It's worked on a few cars except for Sebastian Vettel. So the leaders on older tyres have managed to, I guess, maintain track position despite me being on fresh tyres. But now lap 9, we got a call for intermediate tyres because the rain is coming down in about 10 minutes time. So we need to watch out for that as we got past Rosberg there in the process of that. So wheel spin on the exit of turn 4 there, and now Rosberg, the help of DRS, is surely going to fly past us here in his Mercedes-powered car there. But up the inside he goes, almost wheel touching there into the hairpin, and Rosberg, with fresh super soft tyres, is still able to brake later than us. So already our prime tyres not really being able to compete with the options at the moment. As you can see, I'm quite clearly frustrated as this race plan really hasn't worked out here. And we're just falling like a stone here in the in terms of positions. Now, Fernando Alonso trying to go up the inside into the hairpin. Can't quite get the move done, but we run wide on the mid-corner there, but we just maintain P5 for now. Alonso having another go on the next lap. Can he get the move done? Not quite. He had to mount the curb there, but we just maintain P5 for now. But Alonso, he's got us on the traction there, and now he's taken P5 from us in this Grand Prix. We're going to try and take it round the outside, but Alonso sort of squeezed us there. Didn't really leave much room there, so we had to essentially back out of it there. So that's a little bit disappointing. Now I've just got to calm down, try and regain some composure, gather my breath here. How far are we into this video? 10 minutes almost, so yeah, absolutely crazy race so far. But now lap 15, we're coming in for another set of primes. Essentially, that middle stint really didn't serve us too well, did it? We spent most of the time, you know, in clean air, but we weren't able to get the track position we wanted. So now lap 19, the rain is now coming down, so hopefully this is going to save us here, because we were forced onto an extra pit stop strategy, and now this is sort of going to even up the field now. So I think in a matter of 2 or 3 laps time, we'll be coming in for a new set of tyres, the intermediates now. So fingers crossed the rain can come down really quickly now, because my primes sort of in the mid-range of their tyre life at the moment. But now Lewis Hamilton, after making that, I think it was a drive-through penalty, he's now effectively caught us and passed us for P6. But we're not done with Hamilton yet. We're going to try and go up the inside if we can, leaving room on the exit. He's going to have a better run. He's got better traction on the exit, so it's going to be very close between the two of us. But we maintain P6 there. As we can see, yellow flags. There's a Caterham stopped, and I think that's a Mercedes. That is Nico Rosberg, so he's tangled with Marcus Ericsson, and somehow he's not conceded any damage, I don't think. No, he's lost his front right end plate there, so that's going to make it a lengthy pit stop there. So interesting scenes there. Nico Rosberg making a crucial mistake there, and we take his position. Lewis Hamilton has dropped off. I think he got overtaken by Bottas, or he made a pit stop. I'm not too sure. But now lap 22, we're coming in for that set of intermediate tyres now, and there's only 12 laps left in this race. So I think we could stretch out this set of inters to the very end of this race. How's the pit stop? 3.7 seconds there, so another decent stop there from the McLaren boys there. Rejoining on the track. I think we're going to be the first one on intermediate tyres here, so this could be very interesting. I think this is sort of the phase of the race where both inters and dry tyres sort of have the same pace for this. So for this next lap, I've just got to be very careful, try and keep the temps down low on the intermediate tyres, and then eventually everyone will come in for their wet tyres as well. So here we go. I think this is the very next lap. We can see Jenson Button, Nico Hülkenberg, etc. Most of the leaders are now coming in for their stops, and we just get in front of Lewis Hamilton there. Yes, we do. So very close at the moment. Lap 25, Hamilton is now caught up to the back of us. I think that was Nico Rosberg. No, that was Sebastian Vettel coming out of the pits there for his pit stop. And now lap 26, running a little bit wide there. That's the first mistake we've made in a very long time. And now Hamilton has the run around the outside. He can't quite get the move done there because we had the inside. And now lap 28, the traction is starting to escape us now, as Bottas is now up in a P5. He's now in a P4 now, but we're going to try and do a counter-attacking move up the inside into the stadium section. And we got the move done, only just there. So just hanging on to P4 at the moment. Up the road, Sergio Perez, I've just been told, has a brake problem, so his brake pedal is running a little bit long now, and so he's having to go very cautiously into most of the heavy stopping zones. So probably will overtake him now as we come into the hairpin, the most I guess brake heavy zone of the track now. So we'll need to watch out for him. He's probably going to brake check some of the cars behind us now, so we're going to move to the inside, and he's going to brake so slowly. He's lost, what, 5 seconds there just in that braking zone alone. And that just shows how I guess, crucial the brakes are in Formula 1. But now Perez is trying to have a go at us now, coming into the middle sector now, but he's not going to have any braking performance, so we won't need to worry about him too much. So now we're into the podium positions. We got a little bit lucky there, I must admit. Next up is Fernando Alonso. We've got Nico Hülkenberg up in first still. We got a bit of oversteer, but we're going to go back up the inside of Bottas there. Almost avoided disaster there. We almost had an almighty accident with Bottas, but we managed to save it. Lap 33, the penultimate lap, we can see Lewis Hamilton has got very nice traction off the exit of turn 4. And now we're going to try and tuck into the slipstream, try and get him back into the hairpin if we can, putting it up into fast. Fuel is not an issue right now, but we're just trying to get this position back if we can, edging it up the inside. Lewis leaves the room, but we get wheel spin on the exit, and I think Hamilton is going to overtake us. Yes, he has, and that's going to have championship implications now, as I think it's going to tighten up quite massively in the championship. Lap 34, Nico Hülkenberg has won the German Grand Prix, the first time for a Force India. We can't quite focus on that too much, as we're getting a lot of pressure from behind. Bottas actually overtook Vettel as he was trying to overtake me. We get wheel spin now. The tyres, the intermediates are absolutely screwed right now. We've stretched them out for 12 laps, and somehow we're just going to hold on to this position now. We just put it up into fast, come across the line now, and this is going to be my best 4th place I've ever had. So there we go, lads. The German Grand Prix has been done and won by Nico Hülkenberg. His first win in Formula 1, the first for Force India, and that is a great show. to see the German at his home race get a home victory as well. Fernando Alonso putting on the pressure, only 6/10 behind in the end in second. Hamilton gains 3 points on us in third. Max Chilton, Marcus Ericsson, Esteban Gutierrez, and Daniel Kvyat, the final finishing runners of the Grand Prix. But yeah, that was a crazy race. Probably the best race I've had this season. So many battles right throughout the field. Hamilton getting a penalty on the first lap. We had that cluster of the first corner, somehow avoiding a collision. And just the battles with the intermediate rain conditions coming in at the end. And despite how well we drove in that race, Hamilton still got past us on the penultimate lap. And now he's closed the gap to us in the championship, just 1 point separating us and Hamilton in the championship. Sebastian Vettel is lingering there in third, 22 points behind. In terms of the constructors though, McLaren are 20 points behind Mercedes, AMG Petronas. So we've got some work to do if we want to catch them in the constructors. Heading into Hungary, probably not one of my best tracks to be honest. Once we get past that track, I think it's going to be pretty smooth sailing for the rest of this season, hopefully. But nothing really goes to plan in Formula 1 and I expect it to be pretty unpredictable once again. So that's going to do it for today. The German Grand Prix. The next race is Hungary. We also have a mid-season contract offer from Ferrari. So if you want me to join them, then let me know down in the comments section below. If you want me to stay with McLaren, also let me know down in the comments section below. I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is going to be, but just in case, just let me know down in the comments section. But that's going to do it for today, the German Grand Prix. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you next time.